everybody, welcome to a second round of... Sorry, not second round, welcome to yet another exciting round of Pro Apex Simracing Championship. We are here in a place where it all started in Formula 1's history. Welcome to the most... one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar. Welcome to Silverstone. Welcome to the British Grand Prix. As you can see already, we are just about to enter qualifying. We are what happened. We had some difficulties, so we had to do something. So either way, in the commentary booth, it is me, A350 fan, who will give you all the analysis of the data and of the excitement here today. And now, as you can see already, like I said, 4.5 minutes into the qualifying, and it is Ryan, in P1, followed by Rufus in second, Acubus in third. We've got DXH in fourth, Kraft in seventh, Urace in eighth, and Sonic in ninth, just Maxi in 10th, which is crashed. 120H in 11th, and AV3 down last. Remember, this is just the first part of qualifying, and then we'll move on to the second part of qualifying, in which we'll find out who will be the Mr. Pole position here in Silverstone. As we are right now watching the Byron from Bahrain TXH in the Williams. As we can see already, the rain is getting heavier and heavier, and now the DRS has been disabled. And of course, as you can see, you're allowed to use inters during the rain, as it's actually more optimal rather than slick tires. There we go. So, yeah. So now, without further ado, let's look at the timing tables. As it's still Ryan in first. Someone's improving. Not for now. Let's look at the current drive. Oh, actually no, he's not on track. Let's look at Alan for a second, as he's out on track. Let's see what will he do here in Silverstone. Will he get a pole position? Sorry, will he go into top 5? He's actually out of the pits. Oh my god. Back, some issues. Yeah, just one more minute. Let's look at this guy, Acubus. Here it is. The constructor standings haven't been updated yet. So as far as we see, it's possibly Acubus who's in the lead. Then Wysy, but we don't know. Talking about Wysy, he's currently down 7th. Driving Wysy, but that's true. Either way, the time has run up and it's over for first part of qualifying, and still lots of drivers without any lap time, including your ace and Fax. Those two drivers are very fast, especially your ace. He topped the some free practice session ahead of Acubus. This is his, of course, home race in his homeland. Well, he's not from Silverstone, but he's from Great Britain, so I think he has he's under pressure. Let's see at your ace, as he crosses the line, he goes up to 6th with 1:28.5. Is there anyone who's going to improve? Let's look at Fax, as he sets a, let me check. Actually, we won't do it the same thing. I think it's a 35 or 20. Oh, sorry, I think that's 25. Sorry, 25. Sorry. in the first sector. Let's see. Heading into Cops. Not possibly flat out. But he goes wide. Oh, and now's the question. Did he invalidate his lap or is he still hanging there? Let's see how the final second sector. He is still on lap. He didn't invalidate. He's still on a hot lap. Let's see. The Aston Martin driver coming around into stove. You gotta watch out because there are lots of bumps here. Because red flags waving. The qualifying one is over. And you can see a very wide line there from Fax as he comes through the final corner to the line. Will he get out of Q1? Yes he is. Yes he will. Up to 7th. 1 minute 29.8. Oh no, sorry, he did another shocker here in Silverstone. Wysy is also out of qualifying here in Silverstone. Sonic, Allen, 120H, Kraft and F3461, all of those drivers are out of the first part of qualifying, and now we are awaiting the green flag, and there it is. The green flag's out, and we are now about on the way. The second and last part of qualifying here, in which we will witness possibly a new pole setup, or maybe it's going to be a back to pole position to Acubus. So with 6.5 minutes, that's the amount of time the drivers will have to set their best laps. And as I'm watching leaderboards, we've got 7 drivers out on track. For some reason 7 drivers, not 6. Why is Wysy... Okay, Wysy is for some reason drifting in the pits, but well, he's not in the Q2, so it's all back to normal. So it's Ray, TXH, your ace, Acubus, Mr. Boomstick and Rufus, the 6 drivers, will fight all in for the pole position. And remember, it's raining at the moment, so we will see possible dramas. Let's look at Acubus, as he is the first driver to start a lap. As you can see, he's struggling in the wets. Looks like it's time for full wets, as I'm witnessing here, but maybe I'm just paranoid. Let's see Acubus into the Brooklyn Straight without DRS. Let's see what his first sector will be. It's a 25.5 from the British driver. Now into Brooklyn's, and the tight right. It's all good for now for him. Let's see now. Here he comes. The old pit straight into Cops. He has to watch out, because if he goes too much to the outside, he will invalidate. But that's not it at ease. Acubus makes his way now through the Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel. He has to watch out again because of the grip that he has in the rain. Now the second sector, though, he has to watch out, as TXH is the closest driver to him. First sector, he's almost TXH is almost at the same pace as Acubus, but the final 2 sectors will decide. Here's Acubus out of the final corner. Will he take provisional pole position in his home race? Let's see, across the line. Actually, he will, because he's the first driver to set a lap. It's a 1 minute 29.9 from the Mountain driver. Let's look at TXH now as he's sliding out of the final corner. Will that cost him out to the line? It did. It did cost him badly, as he's just second place, 4 tenths down to Acubus, 1 minute 30.338. As you can see there, he had faster sector 2, but in the end, he was 4 tenths down in the final sector. So that mistake there costed him a bit, and he has to group mobilize again, because he just had 3 minutes left of the qualifying. Let's look at Ryan now in third. He topped Q1. He is now going to start a lap in his Schmudzik car. We haven't seen this team on top so far in the season, but maybe it's the time we'll finally witness it. Here it comes. So this first two corners, no problem at all from him. Ooh, sliding there a little. But there's still no problem from whatsoever. Here it is into Brooklyn Straight. It's a 25.542. The fastest. He just set the fastest sector one of all. We might see a new pole position. We might see a new pole sitter. Simracing Championship with 2.5 minutes. Archibald is still out on track. Ryan is about to actually pass him. They're in the same Schmadzik. He was on course for a possible provisional pole, but at the end he fumbled and he is still in third. Only 2 drivers so far with a lap whatsoever. We're still waiting for others, such as, well, lots of drivers who are still out on outlap for some reason. With 1.5 minutes to go, let's look at Akibus now. As you can see, slowly approaching Stove, waiting for a moment to start his another hot lap. He's currently on provisional pole. The pressure is on. The British driver. It's his home race. Will he? Who's that? That's you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Yep, hello.
Alright,
Sorry I was late. I had to.
yeah, so now joined by me in the commentary booth is Perils. Say hello.
Hello.
And Perils, what a qualifying already it is. Like, we've got Akibus on provisional pole, TXH close to him.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think so far? Do you think Akibus gonna maintain the provisional pole position?
I feel like Akibos has a lot to prove to himself today, especially yesterday having a unfortunate DNF in Zandvoort, and currently in this provisional poll, I feel like he can keep this position here with how many, like 1 minute 30 second. And looking at the time boards, P3 to P8 still hasn't set a valid time yet, so this is definitely in his favors right now. But we'll have to see.
As here is Mr. Boomstink out the final corners. He sets a 1 minute 31.616. He's currently in third. Let's look at Ace as he's going faster and faster. But first of all, let's go at Akibus. Here it is. Through the hanger straight into Stove. This is this final lap. The checker flag is out. The qualifying 2 is over. 1.5 minutes for the drivers to finish their laps. And then we are moving on to the main event, the race. Here's Akibus. Will he higher the benchmark for everyone? If he crosses the line, he won't.
Then across the line.
He says a 21 minute 37. But let's look at your Ace now, as he's going faster and faster in first sector, the fastest in second sector. His personal best, is all in for him.
A bit wide.
Here it is on the final corners. Will he dethrone Akibus? The final shocker.
Can he spoil?
Out of the final corner.
Can he spoil the Alpine and across
he does.
the line?
Your
he
Ace.
Can.
Your Ace is on
Your
his provisional pole. Oh, and out of nowhere, like he did in free practice session, your Ace tops the leaderboard. 1 minute 29.860, 1/10 of a second faster than Akibus. But let's look at other people, as we got. Actually, no one, because everyone validated. So with only 4 drivers set their laps, the qualifying 2, the grid for the top 8 is settled. It's your Ace on pole position, followed by Akibus in second, close second, TXH in third, Mr. Boomstick 4th, Wysy 5th, Ryan 6th, Rufus 7th, and Ale in 8th. And that was the end of the qualifying session here in Silverstone. In just a couple of moments, we'll move on to the Grand Prix. But
It's
now,
going to be a wet one.
yes, and huh? With sorry, Wysy and Allen are not in the Q2, so yeah, that makes sense. So apologize for that. Either way, the drivers now are going to line up, of course, on intermediates as it's still raining here in Silverstone. Let me just look at the weather forecast for a second, because actually no, never mind, this won't work. So for now it's raining. It looks like it's going to rain until the end of the race, but possibly it could change somewhere in the mid-race for a dry weather, and if so, it will be it will be a very well challenging for the drivers as they will have to find the perfect moment to pit for the slick tires. Now Pearls, so you can see everyone's on intermediates, but what do you think they will pit for in the next lap if the conditions will stay? Do you think it's gonna stay on intermediates, or are they gonna try to well put on another tire?
I feel like looking at the weather now, I feel like the mandatory pit stop is not going to be applied. I feel like they're going to stay in inters until the end of the race. Because right now it looks very, very wet and rainy. But we'll see how the weather again.
Like your ace is
Again.
your ace is on a
Mm-hmm.
head-to-head with Akibus. What do you think of the rivalry here today?
Um, I mean, Yoris and Paul. I mean, he's obviously improved. Ever since yesterday, he was disqualified for having softs on Q1, which is obviously an offense and got him disqualified. But right now, on pole position, he definitely has a lot to what's the word? Has a lot to prove that even without even with that embarrassing of a qualifying session tomorrow, he is still a very top driver. And same as Akibol, so it's on P2. Qualified P2 as well behind his teammate yesterday. This time ahead of his teammate Wysy, who is on 13 or 6 actually in the Q2 earlier. But it's interesting to see if Akibols can match the pace of his teammate like yesterday, where Wysy won by over about 20 seconds. So this is definitely gonna be a battle between the Haas and the Alpine in P1 and P2.
Yes, in fact, it's going to be a very close battle. But let's look at the shockers as well of the qualifying, as we just witnessed a shocker in terms of qualifying one, as two of the great drivers, Wysy and Fax, were eliminated in the first qualifying part, shockingly, um, which was unexpected. Again, Wysy is one of the greats in terms of Track Apex overall, and seeing him in 13th is a little bit off because we all were used to see him on the front. Either way, we're just about to start the race. Just one more car left to line up on the grid, and well, it's going to be an incredible wet race here in Silverstone. It's going to be actually traditional weather for Silverstone. It's always raining. Either way, here we go.
Here we go. 22 laps here in Silverstone. It's going to be a wet one. AccuBulls in P2 has a lot to prove, as well as your ace in P1 with the Haas. Both of these drivers has a lot to prove because of yesterday's race. Your ace got a good finish yesterday, but AccuBulls is the bigger factor here. In 5 like time, and it's lights out, and away we go, and we're off for the Silverstone Great British Grand Prix. Accuballs with a great start heading into turn 1. He gets a better start. He's fighting hard with your ace. 2 tenths behind is your ace in the Haas, but right now it seems to be the way of Accuballs in that Alpine. And who's that in the
Oh,
I
there's
can't
been a
tell the
spin.
lag.
There's been a spin I can see there
It's been.
at the back. That's one of the McLarens. That's Altus, sorry. Coming out of
Oh,
the Brooklyn Straight, spins, loses control, and is down 15th. Now, TXH, out of nowhere, leading the British Grand Prix. Akibus in second. Wysy. Wow, Wysy already third after starting down 13th. And was that a. Oh! Oh, there's a control on the Aston Martin. That's facts. That was facts.
that's Zach.
That's facts spinning out after cops. That the drivers have to watch out there at this part of track as it's slippery, and if you turn too much, you lose control of the car and you end up in the wall. Either way, down into stove. It's still Akibus in lead, followed by it's DXA story in the lead, followed by Akibus and Wysy. Ryan is in fourth. Your ace dropped down to fifth. Maxi in sixth, seventh is Sonic. Boomstigate, Fax ninth, 10F. Rufus 11th, but lap 1 done, lap 2 begins. And it's going to be DXH leading the back. Just half of a second ahead of Wysy, who overtook his own teammate Akibus. Akibus is his home race. Pressure is on for him. He has to finish well if he wants to impress his home crowd. Let's see. Into the Brooklyn Straight they come. Because it's rainy, no DRS for now.
Oh,
Here's,
Wysy takes the lead ahead of TXH.
here's Wysy overtaking, as I said earlier before the race. Wysy is one of the greats in Project Apex, and he just delivered it. The reason why he is a great. He just overtook DXH, and he's in the lead of the British Grand Prix. And it's just lap 2, and he's already in the lead. And those very wide there from Akibus. And now your ace is in third. Sorry, he's in second. He's almost in second out of nowhere. Your ace just activated, locked in, and he is up to second place. It's all drama and all fun, I should say, here in Silverstone, as we had just lap 2 out of 22. And yeah, let's look at back for a second. We have any battles? We've got a battle for 8th, as well as some other few battles. And there is Frank in 16th.
Frank,
TXH back to
up
second
second.
place. Overtakes your ace, but it's not going to be over yet. As I just see someone going wide, and now it's Akibus.
Ooh,
Running wide there, and the exit of second turn 2, and that,
just must see.
and now he's down to 9th. He's down 10th. Sorry, he's now down 10th. That's very bad news. Very bad situation. Not so well for.
Oh, Akibus falling now.
He he's
It
trying to.
doesn't look good. Akibus.
And now is the question: will he climb all the way back to the top, to the podium? He has still 19 laps to do it, and he just has.
He has a lot of work to do. Definitely.
He has and a lot of great drivers to overtake as well. As out of nowhere, Fax is in second place as well. Sorry, Fax overtook two men, and he's up to second. Sorry, he's up to third, I should say. I didn't see with TXH there. But
That-
Wysy already 1 second in the lead. I don't know TXH. We should have expected a bigger gap, Perez, because TXH is not on the same level as Wysy. What is right now going through from TXH's mind? Because look, he's in a scenario. He's in second place. He's just 1 second behind Wysy, who's one of the greats, and he's not giving up. What do you think is going through TXH's mind right now?
TXH is definitely looking for this win here, but he has to realize the man that is in front of him has a lot of world records in tracks. So he definitely has to up his game up as DRS is now enabled. So
Oh, and that's
TXX can get close to get
and
that race. They have to lap now. I mean, they have to pit now. So, and yep, they are. It's going to be first change of tires here. But right now, TXX and Wysy both staying out in that inters. I'm curious how long these inters are going to stand until they wear out, until they have to put on the slicks tires. But right now, TXH pulling up a great fight. He has to pick up his mentality here if he wants to get close to the race leader.
Yeah, well, because the DRS is enabled, it's now all in. As we can see already, Wysy and TXH
And they're coming in.
both in the pits of tires. Let's see Wysy.
Okay, so going to the
Let's,
medium.
let's look for Wysy. Will he also go for mediums? No, he goes
Wyside goes on the soft.
Wysy on softs.
So
So maybe they're doing
so Wyside is gonna get the
this.
softer compounds here.
Yeah, Wysy is gonna get ahead of TXH, of course, because of due to more grip and more speed in his tires than TXH. But it's not gonna last for long, as the Wysy's tire will run out soon in a 10 laps of time, and for some reason the leaderboard is broken. We will have to just wait.
Oh, yep.
Um,
I know it should.
by itself, but either way, did I see a front wing there? Let's look at Akibus for a second. He's down 10th. He's also on soft. Looks like both the Alpine Montaigne drivers on the same. Akibus is in a little bit worse situation. Wet, because we're just switching from a wet track to dry. So the drivers will still spin, possibly. We have more drivers. So
Yep.
for some reason it's like that. Rufus is down 9th after being 5th, which is
Oh, Rutis, the moment, and it's out of the race.
Rufus
The Red
out,
Bull driver.
and
Oh, having a spin into the wall. Rutis is out.
and
No.
as we're about to say, Rufus lost a lot of positions. This was a even worse thing for him. Rufus is out of the British Grand Prix. And well, the reason though is of course pretty simple. The track is still slippery, and Rufus went just too flat out, and his car caught up in the spin, and it was just a race over for him. Either way, either way now Wysy is in
And
the
the
lead.
leaderboard is starting to be fixed. So
Uh,
I say now in the lead.
Europe
Leaderboard is
is
starting to be fixed now.
yeah, it's gonna be back again broken. Just wait for the drivers to finish their laps. Yeah, lap
Yeah.
6 out of 22. Wysy struggling there with oversteer coming into the final corners, but that won't do anything for him. No harmless, as for some reason Fax is 2 laps down to Wysy. He should be 1 lap down now. Yeah, now he's 1 lap down. Your ace is 6 seconds down to. Oh, it's a spin again! It's a spin again! This time, it's your ace in a Haas. And the question is, did he lose any damage? No. Your ace, luckily, your ace made it out alive. But that was a scary moment there from the Indian driver. Like he almost met the same fate as Rufus just a lap ago, of course, but luckily it didn't happen. So, Pearl, what do you think already about the race? What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen?
Right now, you can see drivers are definitely struggling with the weather change, especially what you see with your Ritis DNF and Yorik's spin. But so far, looking right now at Atlas Worker, this man has been unlucky in the past 2 races. In Zandvoort, he DNF'd in the closing laps, and right now he's on 12th, very struggling with the car. But right now, you can take a lot of positives as well. You can see Wyside from 13, if I'm not mistaken, up to the race lead. So he definitely is having a great time, looking for a third win.
Yes, he is. Let's look back at Atibus for a second, as he is still in 7th, struggling to. Actually, no, he's not up into 5th
Now
position.
fifth.
He was struggling at the beginning. He went down to 10th after a spin. Now he's just climbing up the ladder, climbing up the leaderboard. back into the win contention. And now with just 14 laps to go, everything can happen. Misplace the overland? No. Sorry. Yeah, continue for a second.
Big battle ahead of AccuBulls here. He can definitely uh, c- get an advantage and get through all of these cars. But right now, he seems to have the pace, but he has a lot of work to do if he wants to get back up to that P2 spot. As we see, Wysy's lead has now improved vastly. And like I said earlier, from 13 to P1. But AccuBulls, if he has the pace, he can definitely come into a few places up, as he is only 2 seconds ahead of the car in front of him. But right now, lap 9, it seems to be a positive race for the his Alpine teammate.
Right, I'm back. Yeah, so like you said, it's going so well so far. But let's look at TXH for a second, as he is somewhere around the 10 seconds to. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see what you say. I just wanted to make something. Yeah, either way, TXH 10 seconds to Wysy, and the gap is soon. But also, there's already a battle between Just Maxi and Sonic. Sonic, after starting enough for slicks. Yeah, go ahead.
Wysy has to be careful now with those soft tires. Now that the rain has come in, but I feel like he will manage this. The gap though is gonna close just a tad bit, but Wysy will obviously still come out unless someone decides to become a madman and stay out for one extra lap.
And now it's a side-by-side action from third between Ryan and Just Maxi.
Just Maxi.
Oh, it's a spin!
Oh, Maxi has a
Oh,
spin.
so close!
Oh, just
So
saved it.
close! Just saved it. It could have been
Now in the pits, very comfortable lead runner for Wysy. I'm so very curious if this weather is still gonna change into dries again, or if this is it. It's gonna be a wet race ending. If you see TXH and Williams now in the Inter for TXH here, 12 seconds behind.
now we are just now halfway there in the race, lap 11 out of 22, which is more 11 laps. Will we see another heartbreaking crashes? We'll have to find out, as for some reason Altus is still staying out on mediums, even though it's raining more and more. Let's see how he makes the first corner. Somewhere good, but
Ooh,
it's a bad.
a,
It's not a good strategy
a bit
there.
of understeer.
Yeah, good advantage, but it's a bad strategy for the McLaren. He should have pit a lap ago for intermediates. He is staying out. He's going to lose a lot
Definitely.
of time. He's already going to get lapped either way from my side. TXH 13 seconds down to the race leader Ryan, 4 seconds down. Maxi pretty close. He's also just 6 seconds down to Ryan. Then we go Sonic in fifth, Alan in sixth. Akibul still struggling to get into the top five. He's still seventh. Your ace, he's eighth. Altus ninth, and that's it. For some reason, I didn't see that. For some reason, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For some reason, 7 drivers are out of the race. Somehow, some way, 7 drivers already out of the race, and with just 9 drivers to go. Well, everyone's in the. I guess everyone's going to be in the points now, because well,
Mm.
um, what happened to just Maxi? No, what happened to Maxi?
Oh, Maxi stopped in the middle
Oh,
of the track.
no, just Maxi has a pit limiter on, I think. Yes, no, sorry.
Oh, oh.
Thought just Maxi had a pit limiter. but that costed him out very much, as he's now down. Like what? He's down ninth. Just Max is down ninth after being in third. Oh, the
Red
drive.
Bull not having a great weekend at all today.
Yeah, it's just going worse and worse. Now he's coming. No, sorry, he's not going to pits. He's just continuing.
No, it's not.
But
Yeah.
TXH, looks like TXH is actually catching up to Wysy. He catched up 5 seconds. He's now 8 seconds down to him. If it continues, he could possibly overtake him with minutes to go. You know, everything can happen, especially when it's raining, when the tires are slippery, when you're about to crash out, and you know, all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Looks like James Sonic and who's the number 5? Alan. Oh, okay. McLaren. Can he get through? Of the McLaren? No. JM Sonic just gets ahead. But right now in this corner, this will be an overtaking corner, definitely for Alan. Following up behind the McLaren. No! What a bit of a
Upside down, heading into Stove, and now he's down 7th. He's down in P7 again. Your ace is up to 3rd for some reason.
Your ace is up.
Your ace. What happened to your ace?
What happened?
Well, your ace has stopped.
He stopped.
About to cross the line, but he stopped. What happened to your ace?
What has happened?
What
he stopped in the middle of the track.
The pole sitter, the driver who was one of the favorites here in Silverstone now, is, well, not moving. What is happening? Just Maxi retired as well. Actually, no, never mind. Yes, just Maxi retired as well. It's happening to Atlas. He's still on.
It's still on medium.
But what's going? Yeah, it's getting more. It's getting wetter. We should have. I think the drivers should pit for full wet soon. But what happened to now? Your ace is back on track.
Oh, he's back on track.
But he's already about to get lapped. It's already over. What is?
So he's supposed 8 or 9 here then.
Yeah.
Or 8 or yeah. 7.
I just don't understand how is he still in third. As a spin, there was a spin as well from Ryan. Ryan also spun.
Oh yeah. The wets definitely have to come in here now.
Yeah, we definitely.
You can see the effects.
Yeah, it's.
And you can see in the background there of Ryan earlier, Jam Sonic and Alan still battling for 5th position and perhaps maybe even 4th with that spin.
What is going on?
Yeah, you can see.
What is going on?
Yeah, Jam Sonic.
Silverstone? Like, this is just the final couple of laps. Atlas is struggling. What is Atlas?
Oh God.
Now Atlas is just. I don't know if he's now trolling or not, but he is going very badly. He's already 2 laps down. He's about to get 3 laps down soon, because here comes TXH.
He doesn't. Altes really just doesn't have to focus at all. I mean, he's still in the points, so it doesn't really matter. As you see, Alan in the Ferrari, they got past of James Sonic in the McLaren. If he keeps this up, he can also get into podium position of Ryan in that Sauber. James Sonic now going to try and fight back for the position. Can he get ahead of the McLaren? I mean, of the Ferrari? Doesn't seem so.
I'm still wondering, for some reason your ace is in 3rd. Just a little
he's 2 laps behind.
Yeah, he is literally 2 laps down. I don't know what's the reason, why is he still in 3rd, but either way, he's 2 laps down. He should have been like 7, like, I don't know, way behind P6.
Probably 7.
Yeah, probably somewhere around that. Here's Akibos again. He is.
Oh no, yeah, going down now. Not
yeah,
yet. It's being fixed.
Yeah, it's P6 now, but Akibos now. He was in a lot of pressure earlier today. Because his home race is not looking well for him whatsoever. With just 7 laps to spare, 7 laps to go. He's 40 seconds down to his teammate and the leader at the same time, and he's well just 12 seconds behind Sonic in fifth. So yeah, Akibus has to pull out a miracle here if he wants to get into top five.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe your ace is back in third for
You
some
are
reason.
still back in third.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
think because he crossed the line there and it broke.
yeah, it broke everything. It was already broken earlier, so it's very
Yeah.
very weird. Either way, just six laps to go, and it looks like it's gonna be a safe victory for this man's Wysy. Started 13th, at the end of lap one, already in third, and in lap two, it was already in the lead as he makes a little mistake there, coming into a low pit straight. He doesn't have to watch out for your ace as he is sixth. He's just 15
Mm-hmm.
seconds 15 seconds ahead of DXH, the closest driver to win. And looks like it's gonna be another bring dominance from Wysy. No one challenged him at all. There's no one to stand in his way overall. And yeah, but everything could happen. Six. Your ace now is back in fifth, but he's gonna get back into third. Just a couple of moments. That's going very weird. Um, Finally, Wysy crossing the line to start lap 18 and just 5 more laps to go. 5 more laps of, well, looks like laps of enjoyment, relax, as he doesn't have to worry about anything. But if DXH would theoretically gain 3 seconds a lap, as he, oh yeah, I was about to say if he catches up, but he won't, as he just went out wide in the turn two. So overall, not a bad result for now from Alpine, though it could have been a podium for both for both Wysy and Akibus, but sadly due to the unfortunate event of Akibus spinning, he's gonna finish the race in sixth because for some reason Sonic lost a lot of time there, and now Akibus has a chance to possibly one of the final overtakes of the. He's gonna get in top five because remember your ace is gonna be somewhere P6, and now Akibus is in the fifth position. Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's tight. It's
close.
tight between the McLaren and the Alpine. It's tight.
Sixth position, a possible fifth position, because remember your ace is 2 laps down to this man, Wysy, who's about to lap him yet again. Um,
Things,
let's see
things
that
could have
Bulls.
not gone better.
Yeah, the gap is now 4 seconds. So and losing, he has to wake up. He has to wake up because those are the final 4 laps, the final moments to have ever so slightly better results at the end. It was a good qualifying from his side, almost snatching the pole position away from everyone. But at the end, it was your ace who took the pole position. He was doing well at the beginning, but then he sadly botched, and yeah, he's down in seventh. But he's now 2 seconds for some reason. So it might what I just said might be going to. It's still quite some time. Let's see now. The gap is 49. It's now up to 3 seconds yet again. But yeah, there's still hopes up with just 3 laps to go. Yeah, it's all in. Even though Aki was almost dead last because we have 8 drivers in here, and yeah. So
3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. Wysy leading by 19 seconds. He was dominating, just 2 more laps from his side, and he finishes the race with an easy win for Montaigne. TXA is gonna get the safe second place. I've got Ali possibly in third, or by Rain fifth. It's got and hoping that Sonic messes up in the final lap. Well, if something miracle needs to happen, make some big mistake. It's game over. It's game over for him. It's game over for for Montaigne for better result, even though Wysy is already winning. Let's look at this. No DRS, remember. It's raining still. But it's side by side action. The driver with the most DRS is almost side by side going into Stove. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's the Akibus. It's the final
Oh,
lap.
Akibles.
It's the final lap moment for Akibus. As he
Wysy.
overtakes Sonic.
Akibles goes through. He's on fifth
Oh,
or
but
sixth.
Sonic never.
Oh, fifth, I think.
But Sonic won't
I
give
focus on
up.
Wysy real quick.
Sonic, yeah, let's at Wi-Fi for a second. As he's now going through Maggots,
This man going
Beckett's,
to
and Chapel.
Maggot.
He dominated all the way here in Silverstone. Wysy, he started 13th. He was the shocker to be eliminated in the first part of qualifying. Now, heading into Stove, he will prove to everybody that he is the driver to beat in Apex Simracing. Acubals, Wysy slowing down.
Wysy
What a
slowing
taunt.
down.
What a taunt from Wysy. And in the final
He
corner,
doesn't even need.
he wins
Doesn't
the
even need
British
to
Grand
push.
Prix.
Swedish.
And
Sweden will
Wysy
be proud.
wish.
3 times in a row, Wysy wins the British Grand Prix. That's 3 Grand Prix wins in a row. Japan, Dutch, the Netherlands, and the Great Britain.
It's gonna be
3 wins in a row for Wysy.
it's gonna be
What
TXH.
effort for this man.
It's going to be TXH in second place, Alan in third. But look at Akibus. Let's see at Akibus and Sonic. Because at the end, let's see, will Akibus manage to successfully get the fifth place? He will, as he is far done with Sonic. Only the bad luck would change it. It won't. It's Akibus in
And third place.
it's Akibus in sixth, but it might be fifth because remember your ace is 2 laps down,
Yep.
so maybe Akibus in top 5. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, it was me and Paris in the commentating booth. It was an incredible British Grand Prix, and see you next time for round 6 in Las Vegas, Sin City. Goodbye.
Viva Las Vegas, and we'll see you there. Wysy, 3 wins in a row. He can he make it a fourth in Las